Yo, what's going on, guys? My name's Infinity, and today I'm gonna be talking about this time that I
life in the day of a fucking idiot, or
next week.
my story of fifth grade field trip to the park.
I hated this. 5th grade field trip to the park. Let's get into that. So one day, little Geo woke up. He's ready to go to the park, as is everybody in the 5th grade class. I run to school late as hell, ready to go to the park, and I had on me a huge water gun and a bunch of water balloons. So I get there as everybody's walking to the park, and my teacher sees me, and she asks me, What the fuck are you doing? And I ask her, what do you mean, what am I doing? And she looks back at little Geo and says, You can't have that water gun. I look back at her and I say, well, what do you mean I can't have a water gun? She looks back at me and just says,
You're a fucking idiot.
She tells me that it represents a weapon and I can't take it. And I was pissed off at this point. I was like pretty mad because I spent a lot on that water gun just for this. It was at least $10, and to a 5th grader that was a lot. You know how much candy I could have bought with that? Shit, I should. Anyways, she takes the water gun away, and I do see it again, but, not in a good way. You'll hear about that later. So we walk to the park. I'm pretty cheesed at this point, and the park is right across the street from the school, so that's why we're walking there. And, on the way walking there, I almost get hit by a fucking car. I was scared. But, that's not important. We're at the park, and we're playing a bunch of games involving water, and most of them are really fucking stupid now that I think about it. But we're playing a bunch of games, and one of them involved filling a 2-liter bottle with water from a sponge. Basically what you had to do, you had a bucket filled with water, right? And you had a 2-liter bottle about some amount of feet away, empty, and you had to get a sponge, soak it in water, run over to the bottle as fast as you can, and fill it up with water. And we had teams of 5, and I was the last one to go. The pressure was on, and I could win for the team. And I did, and the other team that lost, apparently they were butthurt, so what they decided to do was take the 2-liter bottle, it was about halfway filled with soapy water. I don't even know why was it soapy? Anyways, they take the with the 1-liter bottle filled with soapy water and just, pour it all over me. 5th grade me not only had his water gun taken away, but at this point, I am soaking wet. And apparently my team thought that was funny, so they decided to do the same thing. So in total, I am soaked with 3 liters of water. And to add on to that, my teacher, I'm pretty sure she hated me. She comes up to me and yells at me in front of the whole 5th grade class, telling me that I'm a worthless piece of shit. And no, she didn't say that. She was just asking me why I was dumping water on everybody and why my mother didn't abort me. She didn't say that. Well, I'm pretty sure she was thinking it. But obviously she wasn't looking at me because she said, why are you dumping water on everybody when I'm the one that's soaking wet? It literally looked like I just got out of a swimming pool with all of my clothes on. And she tells me that she's going to call my mother and have her pick me up at the park because I can't behave. And I'm pretty mad at this point. I'm on the verge of crying. 5th grade me is cheesed. But thank God a really nice teacher came up to her and told her off. She tells my teacher that I didn't do anything and also calls her blind because I'm soaking wet right in front of her, and I was kind of laughing at that. The nicest teacher in the world starts escorting me into the dry area and gives me a towel that she brought and tells me to dry up. Basically being an all-around good person. But guess who already called my mother? My mom's at the park mad at me. My teacher had to go up to her, tell her that it was all a big misunderstanding. So my mom wasted the trip all the way from my house to the park and back to the house. So the rest of the day goes pretty normal. We're just chilling at the park, and we get back to the classroom. And in my 5th grade class, we had these little fake dollar bills from Monopoly, and we could buy things around the class like an extra pencil or whatever. And at the end of the year, everybody brought stuff to donate to a little auction. Those auctions where the dealer goes everybody had their money saved up and everybody was ready. I had a little bit of money saved up too. I had about $100 saved up, so I was ready. And you remember my water gun from earlier that the teacher took? She put it in the auction. So we go through a few items like who wants this rubber band, who wants this special hair tie, who wants this limited edition Dora watch. And then we get to about the 5th item in the auction, where my teacher says the horrible words, "Who wants this Spider-Man water gun?" All the other items were boring, so I look up instantly and I was like, what? I am shocked to see that my gun is getting auctioned off. So, I raise my hand to ask her, like, that's my gun. What are you doing?
You're a fucking idiot.
And, she, instead of, asking me what's up, she says, "Oh, Jill for $5. Apparently she didn't understand that I had a question. So, to make matters worse, I couldn't buy my own gun back. Something I bought for $10 at the store was now being sold to my friend Lorenzo for $500 Monopoly money. Damn, I missed that gun. So anyways, she sells the gun, and things can't get any worse now. Next item, a 100 pack of water balloons. At this point, I just wanted to fucking kill myself. And the pack of water balloons, of course I tried to buy back, but ends up being sold for $200 to my other friend Susie. Fuck you, Susie. And to end the story on a positive note, I came home to my parents telling me that I was adopted. I'm just kidding, that would be horrible. But moral of the story, don't drop out of school. Anyways, that's gonna be the video for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Comment, like, do all of that good shit. And from now on, I don't know if you guys watch my outros with the music and the subscribe button in the previous video or whatever. You guys really should. And, I'm thinking about putting some nice Mexican music in the background of all of them. It's been Infinity.
Well, I'm on the way, the time cold, I wanna be keeping you warm. I got the right temperature for shelter you from the storm. Hold on, girl, I got the right tactics to turn you on. And girl, I wanna be the papa you can